Hi guys, good morning. It's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. See, everywhere is quiet. Everywhere. London, there is a mad city. It's so quiet. I am in Liverpool Street Station and I'm going to the airport. Yeah, I'm going to the airport. I am traveling. It's not very far. It's within Europe. Can you guess where I'm going to? Who can guess? Waka waka. Traveling gives me life. Oh. Yeah. Oh my God. It's so early. I had just two and a half hours of sleep. I'm so tired. I like traveling, but I don't like the journey. I don't like the journey. If I don't need to do the journey, I'm not gonna miss the journey. I wish I can just close my eyes and get to my destination. So you should come to this station in about 2 or 3 hours time. It is busy as mad. It's like the busiest or one of the busiest stations in London because you can take train from here to anywhere within the UK. So it's really busy. I just want to pick my tickets. I'm on the train now. I got my tickets and yeah, I'm on Stansted Express now. It's going to Stansted. It's the fastest way to get to Stansted Airport because it's quite a journey. So whenever I'm traveling through Stansted, I never drive because if you're going to drive, it's going to take long, really long to get there. So it's cheaper and faster. And moreover, so early. It's 5 a.m. I'm really tired. I just want to get there and close my eyes and sleep. I didn't sleep at all because I always do this whenever I travel. I leave my packing last minute. As in last minute. You won't believe I was packing at midnight. It's really bad. Midnight I was just packing. Although I mean, I don't know for a few days. And this heater's on. This place is boiling. Oh my God. It's too hot. Stand up. Move. Sit and wait. Yeah, so last minute packing. That's me. Last like really last minute. I usually pack last minute before, but this time, oh my God, it was like midnight. So I'm really knackered. I just want to sleep, but I have like 5 hours journey ahead. So yeah, sleep is not likely to happen soon until I get to my destination. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys when I get to the airport. Alright guys, I'm in Stansted Airport now, just going towards security at the departure. I already have my boarding pass, so I'm just going straight to departures. Hopefully it's really busy this morning, so hopefully it's not going to be too long in the security. I only have a very small bag, so yeah, fingers crossed. Let me take out all my liquids so I don't get stopped at the security. Trying to check my boarding gate. Oh, okay. You've seen it. Gate info at 7:25. Gate info at 7:25. Okay. So I'm just gonna waka waka in duty free. Mark, oh, I don't want to buy anything. I really don't want to buy anything, but ooh. Mark. Makeup. I just bought makeup. I'm not buying makeup. No. Don't buy. Look at their palette. Hello, I'm just looking at your palette. These ones are all like nude. They're all like nude colors.
That's more nudes, yeah.
No, I was looking for a bit of more diverse colors.
Vibrant.
Different colors, like a palette
This
that has
one?
different ones. Oh. No, it hasn't got a lot of variety. This is just like powder.
Yeah, they're all powder.
Are they powder?
Powder eyeshadow, yeah.
Oh.
You thought it was cream?
No, I thought it was what's it called? The one you use in your eyebrows.
Cream.
Not cream.
It is powder. It's powdered eyeshadow.
Oh, powdered eyeshadow. No. Not powdered eyeshadow. Just eyeshadows. Different colors of eyeshadow. The palettes. Eyeshadow.
They're the only ones we have.
Oh, okay.
Have a little look around and then...
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
thank you.
then. You're welcome to.
Oh, gates, deal. I don't want to buy anything, no. Too much bye-bye. Too much bye-bye. Alright guys, I'm finally at my gate. The time is 7:40. Oh my god. It feels like I've been up since 4:30. So I'm finally at my gate now, and yeah, just waiting to get on the plane. But I couldn't help as I was walking through the airport coming to my gate. I couldn't help thinking about my dear country, Nigeria. Somebody's put a comment on my YouTube and said the rough that you see when you come to Nigerian airports, especially Lagos, is a reflection of the country. I reflected on that comment for so long because it is so true. Do you know what? I feel really sad whenever I think about Nigeria. Some people think I hate Nigeria, but that's very far from the truth. That's not even correct at all. It's not possible to hate your own country. It's not possible. I get exasperated sometimes. I get frustrated. I get mad and angry about things that don't work. But it's my country. It's very dear to my heart. And sometimes, you know, I don't want to be bothered with the issues because I think about it and I'm like, if I keep thinking about these issues, okay, first of all, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm right here in the UK. There's nothing I can do about Nigerian issues. And some people will say, oh, why don't you go over there and go and contribute your own quota? I mean, I'm sure a lot of Nigerians who live in the diaspora will have no qualms about going to Nigeria to contribute their own quota. But the fact is that it is not as simple as people think it is. For you to go over there, to leave your job here, leave your life here and pack up and go over there, you need to have something tangible that you want to do. You need to know someone in government. You need to have some connections. You need to have some political connections or somebody in position that is going to give you a job or that is going to link you, even if it's politics that you want to go into. Without a solid arrangement, solid connection, you can't just go there and say, okay, I want to go and do this, you know. So, I mean, just walking through the airport. Yeah, just a reminder to remove all valuables. I wish I was reminded when I was in Lagos. I would have remembered. Yeah, like I was saying, it's not so easy. It's not so easy. A lot of people who live in, a lot of Nigerians or who live in the diaspora, or Africans from other African countries who live in diaspora, their countries are really, really dear to their hearts. And you know, when they see that things don't work and they see things that work here, it becomes so, you feel very, very angry, and you feel very, very just upset about the whole situation. Okay, for example, look at the airport now. Just look at this airport. This is Stansted Airport where I am. I mean, Stansted is not in London. You have 3 major airports in London. 4, okay, let's say 4. You have Heathrow. Heathrow has Terminal 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of them is cargo. I mean, that's owned by BA. Terminal 5 is owned by BA, and that's British Airways, and it's only British Airways that flies in Terminal 5. And then you have all the other terminals that other airlines use. I mean, you should see Terminal 5. Those of you who live in the UK know how beautiful that airport is. It is massive. It's got so many facilities. The shopping area, you can spend the whole day there. In fact, if you are not careful, you miss your flight. You get carried away. Because the thing about Europe, most airports in Europe are really, 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 they are built well. I mean, they are built well. And then you have what's it called? You have Gatwick Airport, which is another major airport in London, and then you have this one, Stansted, and then you have City Airport, which is a smaller one that just does, like short haul flights. I think there's an airline that uses that one. I don't know if it's Emirates or one of those airlines uses City Airport. And then when you go outside London, you see other airports, like you have London Luton. I usually fly through London Luton a lot because you can park easily there, but then you have to drive all the way, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half to get from London to London Luton. The last time I traveled from that airport in January, when when we went to France, we went through Luton. We drove, then we parked. We parked near the airport, and then we went. Yeah, so just going through this airport today, looking at all the facilities, the area, the food area, the shopping area. It is big and massive and so well organized. It just makes me think about Nigeria airports. I mean, are you telling me that with all the money in Nigeria, we cannot build a standard world-class airport? Can't we? I mean, Nigeria is not a poor country. Nigeria is by no means a poor country at all. There's so much money floating, but it's just not being used for what it should be used for. There's so much money in the system going from one pocket, one person's hand to the other person's hand, but the fact is that most of that money is going to end up in private accounts and, in people's bank accounts, in people's businesses. And so you will not have them using it for things that they should use it for. I mean, we should have like a standard world-class airport. Go to Murtala Mohammed Airport. Just going into it, it doesn't even, that's an international airport. But what about Abuja? I don't know about all the other ones, but the international ones are the ones that are really, I really think that, I don't even know the amount of refurbishment they can do in that airport that will make it the standard world-class or international airport. They just need to build a new airport. Just take a piece of land, acres and acres of land, and build a world-class airport, for crying out loud. It makes me really sad, honestly, when I think about Nigeria and how things are. It really makes me sad because you feel helpless. You're over here, you see how things work. Even the people that have the knowledge and the expertise that will want to go and contribute, they will be reluctant to go because they are not going to let you do it. They won't, because it's not by merit or by experience. It's by appointment and by selection. So people don't want to go. And even those who go, they get frustrated because they will not be given the opportunity, because they don't know somebody who knows somebody. They are not relating to one governor or one senator. It's always who knows who, and that's why things don't get done. So I mean, just reflecting on Nigerian airports compared to, I mean, people say all the time, let's not compare. It's time for us to start comparing. Come on, how old is Nigeria? We should do better by now. Come on. Something as small as airports, we can't still get it right. Something as minor as airports that we can, they can have a budget for it. You can have a budget and say, okay, this is the budget, we're using it to build an airport, and you build it to standard, and you don't give it to contractors that are going to eat the money that will not do the work. I don't know. There's no duty free. You can't see any duty free there. Even the food court that you have there, it's just Mr. Biggs that is there, and one small restaurant, no, about 3 or 4, and the chairs very small, few. That, I mean, a lot of people know. When I went, you not find somewhere to sit down because it's always so busy, and because it's not everybody that's traveling that is there. You find a lot of people that are not going anywhere, that will go in there and go and be hanging around. Go to Abuja and see the escalator. It's only one escalator. An airport that claims to be an international airport is only one escalator. And the escalator is so stiff. It's so stiff and old and worn out. You just know that this thing needs to be replaced. Sometimes it doesn't work. You have to use it as stairs. It's an escalator, but sometimes it's stuck. It doesn't work. So you have to be manually climbing and going down. God help you if you have children, or you have a buggy, or you have, you are disabled, Oh man, I just pray that these 2019 elections, that finally we'll be able to get it right, to elect leaders that will be able to lead us well, because we need someone who is a visionary. We need someone who has foresight, who has plans for this country, for Nigeria, that can really take us to where we need to be, because that country has been stagnated for so long, led by corrupt leaders who all they do is come and loot without thinking about the progress of, and that's why the country is where it is today. It's really, really sad, honestly. It is. Anyway, just gonna go on board now. I will talk to you when I get to my destination. I'm still waiting for anyone who is going to guess right where I'm going. I've not mentioned it, keeping it under wraps. Whoever gets it right is going to get a present from me. So get cracking. Guess where I'm going to? I'll give you a tip. It's within Europe. That's all the tip that I can give. It's within Europe. So I'll talk to you when I get over there. Yeah, I'm not going to be posting for a few days, obviously, because I haven't got my laptop. And to be honest, I need a break. Somebody told me yesterday that I'm posting too much, and I agree. I agree that I'm posting too much. Let me take a break from posting. I'm going to be recording and keeping them, and then when I'm ready, I'll post them. Anyway, I'll talk to you when I get over there. Have a good one. I love you guys.